do love that. Great bit of sound. Right, so here's my plan. I'm going to do a bit of a stream and then post it online covering the joys of mining in Elite Dangerous. One of my, well, I don't know about favourite things, but I found it's a fun little bit. I've generally done it once or twice. It's sort of the thing I fall back to the point of that I have a dedicated mining ship set up now. And I live. My general home base is Athens, which is quite good for mining. Now this isn't my miner. This is my new toy. This is a Keelback, as you can see, which has been kitted up for fighter bay usage, which is quite fun. Oh yeah, looks like it's working. So first things first, we'll wait for it to load, and then we'll hop into Starbase here, and pull up my Type 7. I'm gonna have a quick look at it. Oh, that's a bit different. Okay. Sorry, I've not to do that before. Normally, you get the spinning spaceship again. Right. So, before we take it out, let's outfit it, check the stock level, and all that kind of stuff. So, hardpoint wise, now one thing I'm going to change slightly, because I did find actually that mining lasers against smaller pirates don't work too bad. So what I'm going to do is see if I can get missiles. I do like Seeker missiles. Power draw a little bit high for what I want. Dumbfire might work. Just go. Alright, before I do that, I'll check my engine. See, get a 5 bigger one. No, I've got 4A already, so that's my biggest engine. Because I'm going to have the hard points on all the time when I'm mining, I don't really want to have to I don't want to have to do too much in the way of messing around with power, and everything on the ship is kind of required. Let's get one, I suppose. Have a 4. One slightly over. I've never used a torpedo, so I don't know what they're like. Let's get a torpedo launcher. Because this is just for something to kind of help out if I'm trying to run away. Keeps me in power. So, let's go through what we got. The utility, again, defensive stuff. Drop the shield booster and get no, not worry about that. So yeah, utility mounts, it's all about defense, because one of the problems with mining is you've got to be ready for pirates. For internals, again, well, this is all standard stuff. I had a bit of cash, so they're pretty good. Optional now. Here's where we actually have the mining spec. So shield wise, I've got a 4C shield, possibly because I couldn't buy a 5C shield when I upgraded. Let's see if there's or possibly again power. Maybe got a. Yeah, I think I went with the smaller shield just for the power. E. See, that's actually slightly worse. Slightly better. Yeah. Yeah, let's try this out. Goes over. Anyway, but so here's your first thing. Your refinery. Get the biggest refinery you can. Again, why have I got? I'd like to say I think I kitted this out somewhere else. Because generally you can get good stuff. So let's see what we've got in the No, there we go. You can only get up to a 4 here, so that'll be why. Biggest refinery you can get. This one's got 9 bins. That gives you more options for what you can put into different things. I've got, I think, 2 different collector limpets. So this one can fire off 3, and I've got a second smaller one. Do I still have it? No, I don't. Okay, so triple collector limpet there, and a small prospector limpet down here. I've got a docking computer on the ship because, quite frankly, I'm lazy. And 3 cargo racks giving me... Where's that? A small cargo rack. Was I skint? I was possibly skint. That is also the other thing. I may have been skint when I did this thing up. So there we go. That's just upped my cargo capacity that little bit more. But yes, you want collector limpet controller, binary, and prospector limpet. You only need a single prospector limpet though at any one time. So don't go crazy with. I've seen ones which allow you to have two active limpets. No point. So do all that. Did buy a new livery today. Late. Black. Bit of red. That looks fun. Yeah. Bubbles. That's sweet. But, oh, it didn't have to. Sorry about this, folks. I know this is highly interesting watching colours. Oh, go right there. We go now. That's right. So, pop back. Check out my fire groups. So, what I will do is set up a 3rd fire group specifically for the joys of shooting stuff. Where I've got a button for chaff, so that's why I don't have that set up. But here's my two standard mining fire groups are mining lasers on primary and collector limpet on secondary, and prospector limpet on primary and collector on secondary. And now I've got my 3rd one, which is Combatinus. So that should all be good. Right, over here we. Oh, yeah. Right, we're gonna want. So the nice thing with Athens is, the annoying thing with Athens is that Athens 3 has got ice rings. It is a pristine ice ring, but Athens 2 has got a pristine metallic ring. So it's Athens 2, the head 2. So I'll just set it up for Athens 2 for now. Mustn't forget, very important. What's mating? So we'll buy. Right, okay. Sorry, as I said, haven't used torpedoes before. Didn't realise they were one shot. I'll get some rockets. Apologies. Now you see, I could get multiple. Could get multiple mining lasers, but I found with the Type 7, if you have more than 2 mining lasers, it's too much power draw. Whereas if you've got 2, you can pretty much mine out a whole asteroid with one thing. How much energy does this? Yeah, I'm going to go with a slightly more offensive plan. Get a 2nd set of seeker missiles. To do with a lot. Yeah, as I was saying, I've had it before with 4 mining lasers, and what happens is you're even with A-spec, you can't fire them all. Yeah, it just doesn't work. So, right, back to Maintenance, restock. And we want, I'm going to go for just over 100 limpets. Now, I might not be out for the whole hour. I've got food is on the way, so I'll be out until food turns up, or get about 8 o'clock. I'll go with 120. But I can always keep the rest of the limpets. You want a lot of limpets, because then it means you can just basically fire them at every rock in sight. And I want 4.3 million. I think that's a good thing to keep in track for. Right, so destination picked. Off we go.
Ship restraints retracted. Access corridor is clear.
Oh, he's in trouble.
Landing gear retracted.
So set up with the perspective of the collectors first, because the most important thing when you're doing this is to find a worthy target. Now it has to be said that I don't fully remember. Isn't that pretty? All of the new materials. But I do know I need some because I need to get some to upgrade some of my ships. So, is it Presidium and Sumerium? Right. I quite like the boost on the Type 7. It's got a throaty kind of roar to it. Terrible for speeding and...
All clear. Stay safe, Commander.
Oh, we have another commander here. In an Anaconda, right? I'll not...
Frameshift drive charging.
I always get a little bit worried when you have other players around and you're playing in open because, well, there are some crazy heads around there, aren't there? So, see what happens. Anyway, Athens 2. When I get closer, I should see resource extraction sites. No, they haven't turned up yet. They will turn up in a second too. It says, honest. Hello there. So, like I say, I'm going to be doing a bit of mining just to show how it works. I think I might do a whole set, so I'll do a mining one and then might do some ones on exploration and carrying passengers. That looks kind of fun. I've got a passenger bit on my ASP at the moment. Play around with that. But second. Now, it has to be said that I tend to avoid the actual extraction sites, the official extraction sites. What I tend to do is aim kind of close to them and then just slam into the ring, as I'll show you, because when you're going mining, as opposed to when you're going bounty hunting, you don't want any pirates to turn up. Pirates are a pain in the butt. As you've seen, I bought some missiles so that if they do turn up, I'll be able to have a go, but I'm not actually wanting them to. This is purely about making big scads of money and getting some stuff so I can take it to some engineers. So what I'll do is I will target the hazardous resource site, because that way I get the slowing down and everything. But I'm going to actually aim slightly off. Coming in above, okay. Viewing now they. Ooh, that was a bit crazy. Sorry about that. Right. I mainly do the targeting the extraction site so I could remember which of the bits of the ring you want to head for. So in this case, it's the inner one. So that's over there. I'm going to come in kind of here, like I say. So the trick being that You just have to manage your own speed, so you don't hit it too hard. You get closer. Come on, bring it down, bring it down. Oh, no, not too slow. There we go. And, you know, sometimes this happens, but if you do it, if you're slow enough, it doesn't actually damage you. So, it's all good. Generally, when I'm mining, I set my speed to 0 and rely on the thrusters for moving about.
Programming limpet drone.
Go. See how close this guy is. What tends to happen is you'll have one pirate will spawn. If you're not at a resource site, you'll have one pirate spawn, and then that'll be it. And immediately I'm proved wrong because there's a second one. Side. Or there's a miner. That's also good. I don't know where the heck my limpet drone went to, so let's fire another one. Luckily I've got a few hundred of them. Oh great, 2 miners. Even better. Right. Who is mining this one? Silver Galleot, no. Can't bother.
Programming limpet drone.
Silver's not worth it. And the others are dross, you know. If silver's a secondary, or maybe if it was like about 50%, it might be worth it, but generally it's not.
Prospector limpet engaged.
That was a bit close. Platinum and palladium though, not huge percentages, but you know, I want to show it off. So let's go and get a little bit closer, and then start throwing collectors. Now the important thing with collectors is to not be targeting anything when you fire them, except for a prospect. That's all right. Right. This is a thing. You see, sometimes the collectors are a bit dumb. So, and they crash into the rocks. So you want to. All right. That's the other thing.
Limpet drone error. Deploy cargo hatch. Cargo scoop deployed.
Simon demonstrates how not to go mining. You know, don't get too close to the rock. It says. What do you mean resources on? Oh, I didn't realise. Right, scrap. Of course, my minery. I've been mining in this before, so my refinery's full. I should have checked that. Birchandite is not worth much. But platinum, palladium, they really are. So I'm sometimes very bad at lining myself up in the right place on an asteroid. As demonstrated by the fact that all my collecting limpets are getting blown to pieces. My God. Right. Okay. Well, like I say, if you're in a Type 7 and you've got a nice big engine and a nice power distributor, you can pretty much fire 2 mining lasers for ages, you know. And you've got everything on weapon. And then your collector limpets just zip around, grabbing all the stuff in. How are we looking at now? Cargo, so 20 grand? You sniff that? Of course, I think I had some platinum. Yeah, I think probably had some platinum in the bin already, so it's fine. It's so nice not having to manually assign things to bins and stuff.
Asteroid depleted.
Now, the one thing with this is that I do only have 3 collectors, and as you can see, it's generated quite a lot of stuff. But what I tend to find to do is start picking new targets. So I am going to keep the resource extraction site targeted and go in the other direction. Plan. So this is going to be my first new target. So pop back to the prospector.
Programming limpet drone.
So it's a good way of targeting your prospector is to keep your mining lasers out, and then got to practice flipping between. Yeah, keep your mining lasers out to target the thing you want the prospector to hit, because annoyingly prospector domes don't have a targeting reticule. So there you go. So what are we looking at?
Prospector limpet engaged.
Nah, that one's not worth it. So, back to... No, not time. There we go.
Programming limpet drone.
Okay, so send the guy over there. Meanwhile, the collectors are going to do it. Like I say, a lot easier than it used to be. I got into mining pretty much when they brought it into the game. I think because it was like late beta brought it in, and so I was mining in a Cobra. Manually assigning stuff, grabbing each piece individually. 32% Presidium. I seem to recall Presidium's not too bad, and like I say, it is one of the requirements for some of the engineers. So I'm going to go and grab some of that, because part of my thing is to get some engineering materials. Last time I went to visit the engineers, I didn't realise Sumerian was also a useful thing, so I didn't get any. Or I got some and sold it. So this time I'm going to get some. I'm not going to boost at this moment because I have a horrible vision of me slamming into that thing at speed. Would help probably if I brought my mining lasers up.
Collector limpet expired.
See, what were they doing? Because it said that. Oh well. Oh well, I'll get some new ones in a sec. Those guys are too far away. I thought it said there was no valid collection targets. So, but I think they've gone. I think they're going to steal from the other miners. Actually, while I'm waiting, see what this is. Always fire another. This is the nice thing. If you take like 110 prospectors, all right, they're $1,000 a pop. No, 100 quid a pop, but still, it's like.
Prospector limpet engaged.
See, almost didn't target this one. Let's target.
Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired.
Again, trying to find the optimal place to target this from so that I don't,
Programming
my limpet drones don't fly into it. Above tends to be the plan. You want to be kind of
Programming limpet drone.
looking down whatever its axis of rotation is, if you can find that. As you probably noticed, I'm not amazingly great at that, but I try. I give it my best shot. I just need to be a bit more what's the word? Patient. Yeah, I'm good at that. Patient. You have to be good at patience if you like mining. That paid for the drone? Not quite. Yeah, almost. Elsmin's not terrible. Right, it was terrible. There we go. Now here is the thing, it has to be said that I will probably stop streaming this in a little bit actually. I mean, because the thing with it is that this is what mining is. You sit for a very long time pointing your laser at a rock and watching little robots flying around picking up the stuff. That's it. It's not the flying around high adrenaline action, shooting up stuff. You know, it's not. On the other hand, yeah, it isn't the flying from one place to another, doing lots and lots of jumps. It's just sitting, shooting rocks in space, watching little robots picking up rocks in space, and thinking about the money. And occasionally you get attacked by pirates. Occasionally. I'm hoping I don't this time, quite frankly. I've had enough piratey fun. I find this very relaxing, you know, you just sit here, shooting the rock in space. And then you just chill out a bit.
Asteroid depleted.
There we go. But yeah, so what I think I will do is I'll probably leave it at that. I hope that gives you some pointers. Basically, biggest thing you can find, biggest refinery you can find, as many collector limpets as you feel happy with, and just you hardly need any prospector limpets because they're all the same limpet things. You only really need to be able to fire one prospector limpet at a time. I mean, I guess more allows you to keep track of multiple asteroids, but it doesn't really matter. Just do it in your head. And yeah, it's a bit dull. It takes a bit of time. I might get another collector limpet because this is taking a while. So anyway, have fun everybody, and I will see you all later. Bye.